What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Konosuba, and if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you hit that old thumbs up button, help out the algorithm, let them know I'm doing a good job, and let's get to this. We have a brand new EX mission on us right now. If it'll load. Come on, buddy, you want to load there. Well, there we go. Alright, so if we go to quests, we go to Battle Arena. We've known about this Battle Arena, we talked about this one the other day, but the EX mission is the one I really want to discuss. A brand new one dropped tonight, where actually, if you're not familiar, the other event just closed earlier this evening, so we should get a new one here in about 24 hours, and usually the EX missions tend to somewhat coincide with that. Now, I really like what they've done with this one again, okay? So, the last one was all about doing, I believe, magic damage, if I recollect. So you just built just a general magic team and you got an insane amount of points. This one is all about having the right units. I'm going to go in here to training, and it's going to tell us down below that we need to have a Chris, a Erica, Weiss, Arue, and Cecily. Cecily's the city, Cecily's the person. So I've assembled a team here. Now, I don't actually have the order, like, quite where I want it, and unfortunately I don't have a second dagger, so I'm really going to have to go do that before I'm expecting any, like, really good points here. But basically, so long as you have all 5 of these units, you're going to get a pretty respectable bonus. Now, we want to sit down here and think about what we're after, okay? The main thing you want to do is you want to do magic damage. It says, if we go back out here, it'll tell us right here. Okay? Watch out for normal attacks. Enemies are relatively weak to poison and magic attacks. Beware of seal attacks. So if we actually go back in here, you'll notice... Oops, I do not want to do that. I want to go back to trial because I want to give this a fair shot before I just start throwing numbers down. Basically, you'll notice that I have a seal anklet on 2 of my characters, 2 of the frontline characters that I really want to make sure are, stay put and don't have any major problems. Christmas Weiss, she's really, really, really good, and I believe she's completely maxed out. She is not. Well, I can actually go do that. I thought I got dupes of her. Apparently I didn't. I stand corrected. But Weiss is really good. 167% fire magic damage to one enemy, 225% when HP is 70% or above, and I'm probably honestly going to throw some of those on her just so we can kind of level her up a bit. Her skill 2 is a 105% magic fire damage to all enemies, and moderate boost to super gauge for all allies. That's going to be super duper duper handy. In fact, that's probably be one of the first things we do to get everybody boosted. And then finally, her base skill is fire damage to one enemy and minor recovery for self. So basically, we're going to come right out of the gate with that skill 2, buff that up. Her main skill here is a fire magic attack, but we want to kind of hold that off until, like, right after heals and stuff like that. And it's single target, so we want to basically wait till our final line. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of the gate with skill 2, do skill 3, basically until we're on the final line and we have health restored. And then I'm going to do skill 1, and I want to keep somebody online that can basically heal her, or use your skill 1 until she basically heals herself. Now, I thought we had dupes in her, but apparently not, so I'm going to have to go do some upgrades on her before we're really comfortable. Now, Chris. So basically, she is like an absolute must on the front line of my team. Chris here, she does 169% win physical damage to one enemy, and moderate, and that's physical damage too, that's not magic. So, unfortunately, she's at a slight disadvantage here. So, for that reason, I'm kind of like, get her in, get her out, like, let her do her thing early, and then bring someone else in that can do magic, and, really pump the numbers. Moderate reduction of physical defense for 16 seconds. Okay, then we do 108% win physical damage to all enemies. That'd be really nice. Unfortunately, though, it is physical damage, not magic damage. And minor chance to bind for 5 seconds. And unfortunately, this is the only 4-star Chris that I've got. I don't know if there's any more. I'm pretty sure there are, but this is the only one I've got, so this is the one I've got to go with. Okay? And then her base attack is just a base attack. Normal physical damage to one enemy. Nothing really crazy or special there. If I go over here... in fact, let me just do like search basically by this. Because that'll give me a good opportunity. There we go. To see who I've got. And yeah, that's my only 4-star Chris. Everybody else is a 3-star. Now, to be fair... She also... I'll edit that out. She also... No. She also... Pardon me. Bless me. She also does physical damage and... whoops. What I think I just swapped them. And this one, I believe, does physical damage as well. Excuse me. Normally, I'd edit those out, but I don't have time. We got to get this video done. So... There you go. Not a great fit. So realistically, I'll give her like, a weak element here. Let her come in. Let her do her thing. And I might even put her on the back line. She might even be the last person that comes in. But let's base this off of everybody else we've got on here. Now, Arway's got several 4 stars. So basically, I've got my pick of the litter here. All right, so this one right here is dark magic damage to one enemy and moderate reduction to their magic defense. That'll be really nice, reducing the magic defense, which is what that little icon over there means. Basically is going to allow us to do even more damage than is already there. Dark magic damage to all enemies with a 26-second cooldown. So basically, her skill 2 with Whis' skill, or with Wiz's skill 2. Whis' Dragon Ball. This is Konosuba. Wiz's skill 2 and her skill 2 is basically going to just allow us to do quite a bit of damage to our first enemies. And then 100% dark magic, 106%, I'm sorry, dark magic damage to one enemy. So basically, my strategy with her is a lot like with Wiz. In fact, I'll probably do Wiz turn 1. And then use some basic attacks, try to wipe out the foes, and then bring in her turn 2 to do that second skill. So I think that's actually be a slightly better strategy, but I'll have to see how things play out. Erica. Erica is another one here that I've got limited choices on as far as 4 stars go, and she is required by the team. Come on. Erica does fire physical damage to one enemy. 172 fire physical damage to all enemies and minor boost to physical defense for all allies. Now, this will be really nice. That actually is a really, really, really useful skill. So she might be someone that I want to keep on the front lines. Because that skill, too, remember, he's doing normal attacks. So that's going to help just alleviate that incoming damage. And then her base skill here is normal physical damage to one enemy. So I actually might do better to put her on the front line. So I'm going to do that right now, but let's make our final decision here with Cecily. And I basically picked the best unit that I have in my 4-star pool, or in some cases my only 4-star unit, to see how they do. Now she's going to be my healer, okay? Earth magic damage to one enemy and significant chance to bind. That'll be really nice. Then this is a heal, so moderate recovery for all allies. In that case, I do definitely need to put her on the front lines because we need to keep our magic units alive. So we're just going to go ahead and put her in that spot. And I'm going to put her in that spot. And I think that is going to be really good. Now, let's jump in and do a training session here. Alright, so I'm going to turn off auto and I'm going to slow this down. Remember, my whole goal here is to do Whis turn 1. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just do a base attack with her. And I'm going to go ahead and just try to... I can't skip with her. Let's do a base attack with her. There we go. Now, base attacks once again. Those attacks, she is sealed. That's unfortunate. And let's go ahead and try to get rid of those foes. Bam. Love that. Okay, she is sealed, so that is bad news. We're going to do that. And maybe try to get rid of some of those. Now, once again, I know that reduces his magic defense, but our whole goal here is to... Oh, I lost my healer because I was talking. All right, I'm going to run this in auto now. So the training was not a success. I'm definitely going to have to go back and rework my strategies on that. And only now do I really realize that chatting and talking divides my attention. So hopefully you guys get the concept of how to build the team. I'm going to have to go back in here and really readdress this and make sure that my healer stays put, make sure I'm, using effective use of her and attacking everybody accordingly. I really honestly should have taken that magic defense attack and attacked the main foe and basically then focus all single targets on the main foe. Any AoE attacks would then go to the other foes. So that might be a better strategy, though I think getting rid of them wouldn't be a terrible idea. But the other thing I've got to do is I've got to go build more seal anklets, because those seal amulets are going to be massive in this. So I've got some homework. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Like, comment, share, and all that good stuff, and I'll be back with more Konosuba for you guys really soon.